Hey there, fine people. Welcome back to my channel. I am going to go over what I wore in March. And first up, what's on my fingers? I am wearing Mooncat Mercury's Tears, and this is 3 coats over my builder gel. And I used Sally Hansen Insta Dry top coat because I have a lot of it and it's cheap, $4. All right. Let's see. I should have done this a while ago, but I'm going to do March now, even though it is now May 5th. So, first up is Northern Nail Polish. This is Light, and it is a silvery gray polish with some reflective glitter and orange circle glitters, and some, I think there's like blue glitter in there, and the orange glows in the black light, and it might be glow in the dark. Yeah, the orange is black light reactive, and then the whole thing glows in the dark. I don't have the pictures up in front of me, but I'll put them right up here or there somewhere. So, Light. I might have worn that for a couple days. I don't really keep track of that. I look at my Instagram and write it down in my spreadsheet, and I don't really keep track of how many days I wore it. I should do that. I should make like a notes column in my spreadsheet that I got from Hillary, and add some notes like how many coats I wore, and because I usually don't put that on Instagram. Anyway, next is Nightcrawler from Mooncat, and I wore this for Polished Opinion Swatch Fest. So in March, I wore a lot of purple. 4 times I wore purple, and purple is definitely not my favorite color, and I'm surprised that I actually have this much purple. My husband likes purple, so he likes it when I wear purple, but this is not my favorite color. And I actually had to buy a polish to finish out the March Swatch Fest. It was her birthday month, and each week was purple, and I felt like honoring that for her. So we started out with Nightcrawler. Next, I wore Tunnel of Trees, and I wish the label was on the bottom, because I could forget the name of things. But because I put a swatch on this one. Little glass cabochon. Anyway, this is Tunnel of Trees, and it's supposed to be a fall color based on a famous drive here in Michigan. And I don't know, it just felt very springy to me. Very peach and green, and it just reminded me of blooming trees. So I wore this. It's gorgeous. I loved it. Look how shifty it is. I really like this. It's got like, I don't know, micro shifty glimmers. I don't really know the difference between shimmer, glitter, chrome. I don't know. I suppose glitter would be larger particles, but then I see some people call, some of the shimmers large particle shimmers. So how are those different than glitter? It's a mystery. Next, I wore Color Club New York Burnt Out, and this was so cool. It looked like my nails were on fire. I couldn't stop staring at it. It was gorgeous. Not really a spring color, but I just loved it. It was so good. And this was... Next I wore LynB Designs, Fair Isle. I'm pretty sure I wore this for the Swatch Fest. When I put pictures in the video, wherever I do that, I'll know for sure if I did it on the Swatch Fest. I didn't. That's not in my spreadsheet, so I don't know. And I dropped this in my garage and dinged up the bottle, scratched it. Anyway, Fair Isle. That green and blue shift in there, just gorgeous. Makes the purple definitely more acceptable. Yeah, I love this. It was fun. Then I wore Northern Nail Polish Up North, and this is green with a golden shimmer. And on my nails, that shimmer really didn't pop as much as it does in the bottle, but it's still gorgeous, and I really enjoyed it. Definitely more of a fall color, but I love the greens. Can't help it. And that's just a regular shimmer, I think. Although, looking here under the lights, I do see a little bit of hollow. Might not have been, we had a lot of rain in March, so I might not have been able to get, you know, the sunlight effect or whatever. Next, I wore OPI's Abstract After Dark. And this was another one for the Swatch Fest birthday month. And there's some shiftiness here. Some blue. I see a little bit of orange. And honestly, I couldn't stop looking at my nails while I was wearing this because it's so dark. It was almost black. Unless I was in really bright lights. On my nails, it just looked very, very dark. So I enjoyed this, even if it is purple. Next, I wore OPI's Feelin Capricorn-y. I am a Capricorn, and I got this at TJ Maxx. No, I didn't. I bought this specifically online. I think Amazon. I got it from Amazon. It's green with a pink shimmer, and it seems to have larger shimmers, so I'm going to call this a large particle shimmer. The formula is pretty thin, as I recall, and I needed 3 coats. And other than that, no complaints. It's gorgeous. Yeah, it was a little sheer, but I really enjoyed it. I think if I wear it again, I might do it over some kind of green base coat. Something as a green to help it pop a little more. Or I could do another coat. 4 coats of nail polish is a lot, though. Okay, next I wore Drown My Demons, a Mooncat, and this is gorgeous. I did not magnetize it because I don't have time for that. It takes me like 30 seconds per finger, and then once again, I do it on the last coat, and hopefully I only need 2 coats of something that's magnetic. I magnetized the second coat, and then I would magnetize it again when I was applying the top coat. And for day-to-day wear, I just don't, I'm not interested in doing that. I have stamping to do. Next I wore Kitten Purrs. This is from LynB Designs, and oh, this is so beautiful. It's got like an orange shimmer. It's so gorgeous. It's got reflective glitter in there. I loved it. Stunning. I want to wear it again. I'm not sure if I put this on Instagram or not. I'll have to check. But I wore Michigan's Triangle on, and this is a thermal with a pink shimmer, and there's some, I don't know, silver flake or reflective glitter or something in there. It is gorgeous. I love it. And the thermalness of this, it's pretty subtle. It's slightly darker in its cooler state and just a shade or two lighter when it's warm. So, LynB Designs. And finally, I wore the last purple. I wore this on Easter. I wore it to my mom's. This was also for Polished Opinion Swatch Fest. And this is the one I purchased specifically because I didn't have a fourth purple polish to wear. Now, of course, I do because I got some in like the Orly Color Pass. And they should have a name. Oh, they do. I didn't realize they did. It just had that 54, but it's called Tropical Paradise. I'll have to update my notes. Tropical Paradise, and then I topped it with Essie Expressi Ethereal Glow FX. And it warmed it up quite a bit. And honestly, this particular LA Colors was a little streaky in 2 coats. And I was in a hurry to get out the door to my mom's for Easter dinner. So it kind of dried almost matte before, you know, of course, without a top coat. But this shined it right up, gave it a golden kind of shimmer. I'll show it in the pictures. It doesn't show up as really red on my nails with this color, but it gave it some special effects and something, you know, more enjoyable than just plain old purple. So I hope you enjoyed what I wore in March. So my favorite that I wore in March was probably Tunnel of Trees. I'm going to go with Tunnel of Trees. It's gorgeous. Even though it's just a simple shimmer, the color, and I just loved it. It's beautiful. So there's my pick for March. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm looking at all my polishes are right here, and they're quite dark. Not a lot of light colors for spring. But yeah, I thought it was a good month of polishes. There's nothing, I mean, even though I wore purple a few times, I didn't hate it. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, like and subscribe, and have a great day.